on me, Inoue!
Baby, the real
Come on,
monster.
man! You're a monster? Motherfucker! Inoue scared me. Fuck, motherfucker, come on!
The monster. Japanese fighter called monster.
You are no monster.
He's better than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was doing like that. Just as good.
The most efficient hunting machine in all of boxing.
He's vicious.
In boxing, there are fights, and then there are moments that break nations. This is the night the monster faced Filipino pride and crushed it. Nonito Donaire isn't just a boxer. He's a symbol. 4-division champion. Longevity, respect, heart. When you say Filipino boxing, there's Pacquiao. Naoya Inoue is a machine. Undefeated, untouched, unreal, fast, precise, terrifyingly strong. They called him the Monster for a reason. Because when he touches you, you fall. Undefeated, multiple division champ, KO power in both hands. No wasted motion. And when the monster smells blood, the fight is already over. It's time. Old lion versus young killer. Donaire didn't fold. He stood in the fire. He hurt Inoue, fractured his face. But Inoue kept coming. 12 brutal rounds, both bleeding, both immortal. Inoue won, but barely. For the first time, the monster bled, and he remembered the pain. In the rematch, Inoue came back different. He did 5 minutes. This wasn't a fight. It was a reminder that time waits for no one. For the Philippines, it wasn't just a loss. It was a heartbreak, a goodbye to an era. Donaire wasn't just fighting Inoue. He was fighting history, age, gravity, and sometimes even warriors can't outrun the end. But if you cried that night, you weren't crying because he lost. You were crying because he gave us so much. For Inoue, the sky isn't the limit. It's just another layer to punch through. He's undisputed, undefeated, now hunting bigger names at super bantamweight. For Donaire, he leaves with honor, win or lose. He fought the monster twice. And that's not weakness, that's legacy. Because when you face the monster and still walk out, you don't lose, you ascend. This wasn't just Japan versus the Philippines. It was culture versus culture. 2 proud nations, both raised on discipline, heritage, and heart. In Japan, Naoya Inoue is quiet fury. No trash talk, no antics. He walks in with calm and leaves behind chaos. In the Philippines, Donaire is family. You grow up watching his fights. He's the Kamao ng Bayan, the people's fist. This wasn't a pay-per-view spectacle. It was emotional real estate. It was personal. And that's why the second fight hit harder, not just physically, but emotionally. Because when your hero gets hurt, it hurts everyone watching with him. After the rematch, it wasn't just boxing analysts reacting. It was entire countries. Social media in the Philippines flooded with heartbreak. Donaire trended across Asia, not for defeat, but for dignity. For standing tall when the storm hit. For showing that true greatness isn't about never falling. It's about how you carry yourself when you do. And in Japan, Inoue didn't celebrate like a conqueror. He bowed, humble, silent. A champion who had just destroyed a legend, but knew what that legend meant to millions. Because that's what makes this rivalry so rare. It was built on respect, not hype, not trash talk, not manufactured tension. Real warriors, real pride. The torch wasn't stolen. It was passed through fists. Inoue's style isn't brawling. It's not flashy. It's surgical destruction. He's not just fast. He's efficient. He cuts the ring like a scalpel. His footwork traps you. His jab blinds you. His body shots take your soul. And when he smells hesitation, that's the end. Watch the replay. Every punch against Donaire in the second fight had intent. He wasn't throwing to score. He was throwing to end a chapter. And the reason it worked? Because Naoya Inoue is fighting not for the spotlight, but for the sport. Now at super bantamweight, he's not just staying busy, he's making history. First he took out Fulton, a masterclass, a unification. Then he chased Marlon Tapales, another elite name, another belt. Every move he makes is strategic. He's cleaning out divisions, not waiting for the perfect time. No politics, no ducking. That's what's so terrifying. He doesn't wait for you to fade. He fights you while you're fresh. And as he moves toward featherweight, names like Robesi Ramirez, Ray Vargas, and even Gervonta Davis get whispered. Too soon, maybe. But when has Inoue ever cared about safe bets? The Philippines mourned that loss, but they didn't disappear. Because boxing is more than just results, it's stories. And Donaire's story, it will inspire for decades. Young fighters in Manila, Cebu, Davao, they're training right now, throwing combinations they learned watching Donaire's highlights, Casimero, Ancajas, and the next wave. Because pride doesn't die with defeat. It evolves. And when that next Filipino warrior steps up and faces the monster, they'll walk in with fire, not fear. Because Donaire showed what courage looks like. And maybe that next name is John Riel Casimero. Loud, unpredictable, dangerous. The anti-Inoue in personality. But perhaps the perfect stylistic threat. Because Casimero doesn't play by the rules. He swings wild. He taunts. He turns fights into chaos. Could he beat Inoue? That's another story. But you better believe, if that fight ever happens, it won't be like Donaire versus Inoue. It'll be war from the opening bell. Casimero brings emotion, rage, power. And for Inoue, that could be his greatest test yet. Because when precision meets madness, something always breaks. So is Inoue already an all-time great? The numbers say yes. Undefeated, multi-division champ, unifications, knockouts. But the feeling, that comes from the moments. The silence when he floors someone. The calm before chaos. The respect he shows after every fight. He's not just winning. He's redefining how greatness should look. Clean, disciplined, deadly. Not every champion makes you set. The second Donaire fight was more than a rematch. It was a farewell to a legend, a coronation of a new one. But more than anything, it was a reminder. Boxing isn't just about belts, or undefeated records, or viral knockouts. It's about honor. And when Donaire stood up after that second round barrage, when he hugged Inoue in the center of the ring, you saw the soul of this sport. Two men, two nations, one moment. One gave his all, the other gave the future. And the rest of us, we got to witness it. So when someone asks you about the greatest rivalries in boxing, don't just say Ali Fraser. Don't just say Pacquiao Marquez. Remember Donaire versus Inoue. Because that wasn't just a fight, it was a passing of the torch, and a night the boxing world will never forget. Drop your thoughts below. Is the monster already a legend? And who should be next? Casimero? Davis? Or someone we haven't even seen coming? Hit subscribe, because the war is far from over.